Okay, we're going to start by creating a new document. Now, let me just start by saying that this is InDesign 2018. You may have InDesign 2019 or 2020. And if you do, the interface is virtually the same. We'll set it up to make sure that it is. But if you have 19 or 20, you will not be running Windows 8.1 because 19 or 20 doesn't run on Windows 8.1 for whatever reason. So we'll start by creating a new document. And I'm going to go to File, New Document, and I get a new document window. Now, because this is 2018, this window may look a little different than your window. Your window may look more like this, where the size of the document is put in over here. Now, we want our document to be 17 inches wide, and we want to fill this in with 17 and make sure that your units are inches and not picas or anything else. And your height should be set to 11 inches. This is set the pages to 3, which is fine. We'll probably be using 4 pages, so you might want to set that to 4. And you want to make sure that facing pages over here is unchecked. Make sure that facing pages is not selected and that this checkbox is unchecked. That's very important. And then you'll just click Create to create your new document. Now, for me, running the 2018 version, the interface looks a little bit different, but it does exactly the same thing. So I'll start with my number of pages. It's by default 1. I'm going to set mine to 4. Could be 2, 3, or 4. And then facing pages here, I want to make sure that that is unchecked. It's very important. We don't want facing pages. And then my page size, this version allows me to select tabloid, which is nice. And I can select landscape here. So my width is automatically set for me to 17 inches wide by 11 inches high. And then I'll just click OK. And I have a new document on my screen. Now, what I'd like to do first is change some preferences to make sure that we're working correctly. And the first one is over here in the workspace drop down. Right here, mine says Essentials, and there's a drop down here, and there's a whole bunch of different default configurations for InDesign. What you want to, yours may say Essentials, or it may say Essentials Classic. And if it says Essentials, choose Essentials. If it says Essentials Classic, if that is an option, choose Essentials Classic. Okay? Then we're going to edit some preferences. If you're using a PC, you'll choose Edit, and then down at the bottom, Preferences, and then we're going to go to Units and Increments. And this Preferences window will come up. If you're using a Mac, over here up in the upper left-hand corner, it will say InDesign, and you'll click on that and then choose Preferences from there, and the same Preferences window will open. So there's a whole bunch of different kinds of things that we can set here, but I'm interested in right now units and increments. And I want to make sure that in this top area called ruler units, that my horizontal and vertical are set to inches. Both of them, they could be points or picas by default, but we need to set them to inches. It's really important that we work in inches. The next thing I want to do is adjust the display performance, which is down here. I'll just click this display performance. And I want my view to be high quality. And I want my view settings to be high quality. And I want my imagery here, my images, graphics, and transparency, all to be set to high quality. In some of the older versions of InDesign, the quality is set to a lower amount, and it causes your imagery to be blurry when it shows up on your project. But with newer computers, we want to make sure that this is all set to high quality. And then I'll just hit OK. And I think that we are ready to go.